What's your immediate reaction to that?
Disappointed. Disappointed with the way we played. Yeah, didn't think we were tough enough. Felt like didn't value the right things. Didn't defend our front half the way we wanted to defend our front half. Would they have over 70 points at half time? It's not the team we want to be.
But losing the contested possessions by 18 as well, that's not what you've hung your hat on.
No, it's not. It's not. And you lose the contested ball, and some of that's method, some of it's just grunt. And, to go down the tackles as well, we didn't put enough pressure on them after they won. They were too easy. They were able just to find their teammates, get to the outside of us, and we didn't handle that well.
Speaking of tackles, I think they had 20 more tackles inside 50. How disappointing is that?
That's sometimes can be caused by 450 stoppages. I have to go back and have a look at it. It's not really for me to be disappointed in how well they tackled inside 450. We didn't buffer their pressure. The disappointing part of it is that we couldn't manufacture that pressure at the other end. That's the disappointing thing for me. They were able to just bounce out of our 450 way too easily, get way too much field position. We couldn't rectify that throughout the day. That's the disappointing part for me.
I guess you conceded quite easily from the inside 50 entries quite early on. Which part of the game were you seeing that breakdown? There's a few different parts of the game. We couldn't get anything going with our ball movement early off slow play, and we got forced long down the line a lot, and then we couldn't win one of those long down lines, and we actually couldn't get our hands on them, and we actually couldn't pressure them. The way they set up defensively at our long kicks was, they handled that part of the game really well, but that also fueled their offence. So they fed back to time and space, went corridor, which was disappointing. And then they went straight. They got through us. Our layers weren't good enough behind those balls, and then we got forced to press. And then those long kicks were going to the top of the goal square, and we just didn't get that done. I'm not sure how many goals they would have kicked from inside 15 or inside 30. It would have felt like a lot. Yeah, those one-on-ones, we left our backs out hung out to dry a little bit in those one-on-ones, but they didn't get it done either. I guess you mentioned that you weren't able to have those kick mark change that you usually like to have. I guess from that perspective, what do you do to, find an avenue to attack if that's not working for you?
Yeah, I thought we were able to do that as the day unfolded. We need to get better at working our areas and working for the kicker to provide options. And there's times under pressure we probably just didn't trust ourselves to hit the kick that was on. And instead you don't hit that kick that's on, and you kick it long down the line, and they've got an extra number there because of that. There's a bit that goes into that, but we'll keep working on it. Teams are coming to reference us a little bit tighter. But ultimately, like that, I've talked about ball movement there, and that contributed to us not getting field position, but we still could have defended a lot better than what we did today. It started with the contest and our pressure, and the way we set up behind the ball just wasn't up to the usual standard.
Inability to stop Pickett. What was your biggest concern about him throughout the day?
He starts in at centre bounce and then flips forward. At times we got that handover right. At times we saw that through the right way. At times we didn't, but I just think a lot of his goals that I can think of came from him winning contests or getting goal side of his opponent. We had Chapman set for that role with walks out of the team. Chappie was laid out, obviously. And we went to a few different options throughout the day, and maybe the last one was the best one. But he's a good player, obviously, and we need to get better at handling those flips out of the midfield. And at times they were doing it too with Petraka and him, and we were inconsistent with the way we handled that. But centre bounce didn't help. We got taught a lesson in there. They scored heavily from centre bounce, and ultimately, you could just say that was the difference in the game. I think they kicked 5 goals, we kicked 1, and the difference is 10 points.
When did you know Chapman was going to miss?
This morning.
So how chaotic was it?
It's-
If
no,
if it was set for Pickett, how challenging is it then to go for someone else to do that job?
Oh, it's a challenge, but we're not. Yeah, the backs. We knew what we were facing with the mids flipping forward out of centre bounce. We knew how we could handle that. Yeah, so I'm not going to use that as an excuse.
When you say toughness and then you say losing Pickett in transition, is that a mentality thing that you're not happy with?
I don't necessarily want to go there. Yeah, a bit of maybe it is, maybe it isn't. A bit of it's method. They just sometimes when you try too hard to pressure, you collapse in and you get on the outside, and that happened like a few times when Gawn grabbed it out of the ruck. Yeah, you one of the mids collapses into pressure. The ruck tries to pressure, and then he gets a handball out, and you're done on the outside in a 4v4 situation. So, yeah, we will need to probably attack both of those, like method and intent. Pressure across the course of the season, the first 6 rounds hasn't been up to the level where it was last year when we were playing our best footy. So we need to get on top of that.
You mentioned centre bounce. Obviously, they sent Jack Viney to Sydney. How did you see that matchup play out? Do you think you're guys are going to still up?
I think it was more of a weight of numbers than one matchup. You know, Gawn obviously played a huge game, but I thought it was just weight of numbers. Gawn's dominance probably allowed them to be more aggressive with their running patterns and hit outs than our mids were, and we're probably playing defence a lot in there rather than playing offence. I thought there was times as well where we were over a ground ball and we just needed to spend more time over a ground ball. And the first half became a bit all or nothing, and we don't want to play that sort of footy.
That's what Gawn's been through a lot. How did you see his first game back?
I'll have to have a closer look at it. Thought he did some good things, but yeah, he's one player out there, and probably need to have a look at the tape. But it's been a great team player for us. We've been able to rejig his role to be able to put his hand up when these opportunities come up, and deserved his opportunity. I won't sit here and do his individual review right now, but yeah, he's been a good recruit for us.
While Sean's building his match fitness and getting back into it, when it comes up against ruckman like Gawn, are you still comfortable with him as the main ruckman and a pinch hitter, or is today maybe we need to have Reedy in?
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at that. Absolutely. Yeah.
How pleased were you with Shai Bolton's performance after quarter time? He looked to provide a bit of an option for you.
Yeah, he's yep. He finished off his work well. He looked dangerous like he has for the previous 4 rounds. I think he's building his form well. Yep.
How's O'Meara?
Have to wait and see. It looks like he might have done a little hammy. So fingers crossed. But that's what it looks like so far. Thank you.